Obviously, they were attacking churches. They were attacking so many mosques. And Benjamin Netanyahu had the gall to come out and say, oh, Israel respects religious freedom and, we believe in everybody's ability to worship how they want. It's just nonsense when you look at their overall behavior. It's just this one sparked a backlash that was strong enough, and because it was Christian and not Muslim, and they felt this administration might be sensitive to it, they had to at least say something, pretend like they care.
Yeah, and the Christian perspective on this, what this can't undo, them apologizing and investigating it. I mean, there's a lot it can't undo, but it's not going to bring back dead Christians in Lebanon after all of this is done.
Hey, everybody. This is Troy over at Uncomfortable Truths. Thanks for checking me out. Today, we have to talk about what's going on with Israel, because the list of people that are our greatest allies and our allies in peace are attacking, it just keeps getting longer and longer. And despite the propaganda that we have coming from the American right, we're seeing now that it's pretty obvious that the Israeli government is targeting Christians, which is why they're literally hammering Jesus' head in and posting it online. And of course, they're going to do an investigation, and we're supposed to believe that they're going to actually care about this. But keep in mind, guys, that Christians that go to Israel are generally escorted by Israeli government officials and is protected by the Israeli government to make sure that the Israeli people are not actually attacking the Christians. Because when you go there on your own, a lot of the time Christians are attacked. And also, we keep hearing a lot about how we have to fear the Islamic states and blah, blah, blah. No one's really addressing the fact that Lebanon, Christian nation, and they're just bombing the heck out of them there in Israel because they don't care about human beings, guys. The reality is that Israel only cares about making their own state bigger. They want it to be bigger, and they want it to be stronger, and they want it to be mean, and they want it to be nasty. These people want to just take over the entire area, kick out anybody that lives there. And hey, I'm not saying they shouldn't. I mean, that's fine, I guess. If you want to be an absolute terror on the world, go for it, I suppose. But just maybe, and this is just a crazy thought, maybe we don't have to fund it if it's not in line with our values. And then we could just see, because Israel is always telling us that they can stand on their own 2 feet. Well, they're a country of 9 million people. So this little country of 9 million people can go ahead and they can fight Iran, country of 90-something million people. They can go ahead and fight Turkey on their own, just like they've been threatening to lately. They can go ahead and fight Lebanon. They can fight all of these wars. And then we'll see how well they stand up without the United States backing. Because while we cannot go around and be the world's police and make sure that everybody is taken care of in the way that we would like to see, we can stop supporting people that are going completely against our values. Because guys, there is no such thing as shared Israeli and American values. Because if you're in favor of freedom of religion, then you can't support Israel. No question about it. Because Israel is out there making sure that they attack people of other faiths. They're purging everybody that they don't think is worthy to be in Israel. And we've been seeing this happen all over the place, guys. It was the same thing in Gaza. We see them doing this as they take over the West Bank. And now they're attacking their neighbors through literal war. So what we're going to see now is Israel just come completely unglued if we don't rein them in. And it's really easy to do, guys, because the reality is that Israel is not a real country that can stand up on its own. As soon as we pull the money away from them, they will do exactly what we tell them to do. The problem is that a lot of our politicians are completely beholden to Israel, and that's why we're actually supporting them. That's what's going on, guys. So let's go ahead and take a look at what Crystal and Emily have to say about this.
And what we saw from the early decision to go to war is that Trump really believes them. He trusted their intel and their military assessment over our own intel and military.
All right, guys. So that might not be completely true, because one of the issues that we've seen with Donald Trump is that he does Bibi Netanyahu's bidding all the time. He comes out occasionally and postures like he's some sort of tough guy. And then Bibi says, you know what, Trump, I've had enough of it. I'm breaking your fake ceasefire and I'm going to go ahead and run the show. And then Trump just goes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Do whatever you need to do, because Trump is completely beholden to Israel because he's a little baby. And Netanyahu is 100% calling the shots. But the real question is here, is it that Donald Trump, does he just not trust our intelligence agencies? Or does Israel actually have some dirt on him that Trump doesn't want to get out to the public? Because we know there's some dirt that Trump is making sure doesn't come out in the public called the Epstein files. And it could be the case that we had somebody that was working for the Israeli government that actually has a little bit of knowledge about some things that Trump did on an island. And that's why Trump always caves to Netanyahu, because frankly, guys, Trump is absolutely spineless.
Assessment. So that's why it's very important to keep our eye on that. At the same time, I wanted to highlight this became a major scandal for the Israelis. Put this image up on the screen, B3, of this statue of Jesus that is being desecrated here. You can see an IDF soldier has toppled this statue. It's on the ground and then smashing the head of Jesus with a mallet. And then this gets posted, which shows you, again, they see this as this is part of what we're here for.
All right. How you liking them Judeo-Christian values, guys? All you Christians on the right, this is what you signed up for. You wanted somebody who was going to go ahead and put Israel first and make sure that we had a Jewish state. Here you go. And this isn't a one-off, guys, because Israel is constantly bombing Christian churches. They are constantly going after anybody who isn't part of their own religion. We've seen this time and time again. And guys, what's the excuse that we've always heard? Well, we may not like everything that they do. Like, sure, they do genocides every once in a while, and it's not great, but we can overlook it, no problem. And yeah, they're doing some illegal occupation over there in the West Bank. But again, no one's perfect. I'm not asking for perfection here. And yeah, okay, they start wars every now and again. They took us to war over in Iraq. They had a lot to do with dragging us into that. Big supporters. Then they're taking us into Iran. Now Lebanon. Also, we try to make peace deals and they undermine the peace deals all the time. No problem. No problem, Israel. Still a great ally in peace. Thank you for all that you do. But we have to do that because, hey, they're a democracy. And I know that they're a great democracy because the same guy's been in charge my entire life. That's how great of a democracy that they actually are. And they value freedom of religion so much that they literally post things like their soldiers beating Jesus's face in with a hammer. Now, I'm not religious, so I guess I can kind of accept what they're doing. However, I think it's a little bit offensive to treat somebody else's faith in such a manner like that, particularly when you're going out and you're trying to claim that these aren't religious wars. And on top of that, the United States, we've got a lot of Christians, guys, and the Christians are funding Israel. So for Israel to have this kind of disrespect, hey, it's just somebody spitting on the face of the Christian right, and they're just going to take it. The Christian right's going to just say, oh, I see that you're smashing Jesus's face in with a hammer. No, thank you for spitting on me there. I love it. Can you please do it again to me, Mr. Netanyahu? Maybe we could film it this time. That would be great. I would absolutely love it because that's the type of people that we have here on the right that are still supporting Israel. It doesn't matter what they do, guys. The people that support Israel now, they do not care about facts. They do not care about logic. It is just a religious belief that we need to support Israel regardless of how evil they actually are. That's what we're seeing right now. So that's where we're at today, guys. The uncomfortable truth is that Israel is leading America to go fight wars on its behalf, and they are religious wars where they're actually going out of their way to mock the religion of the country that is funding all of these wars. And guys, the reality is that we like it. You know that the Christian right, the Zionists on the right that are Christian, they are going to be eating this up. They're going to come out and they're either going to, one, ignore it, or two, they're going to eat it up and they're going to love it. They're going to like it because Bibi Netanyahu told them they'd like it. They're going to see that guy smashing Jesus' face in with a hammer and they're just going to say, give it to me, Daddy. Hit him again. Tell me he's not the Messiah. Tell me he's not the Messiah, Israel. Do it. Be bad, Israel. Israel, stop it. Stop it. Be nice, Israel. Don't say that about Jesus. I'm just going to let this one go. Okay. Yeah, I finished. Give it to me again, Daddy. That's how they act when it comes to Bibi Netanyahu. And you know the truth, and I know the truth. They love to be treated badly by Netanyahu. They eat it up, guys. So when they see an Israeli soldier smashing Jesus' face in, these Zionist Christians, they don't care. Because there is nothing that Israel can do that would have them lose faith in Israel. Because they literally believe in Israel more than they believe in Jesus. That is how far our Christian right has gone in supporting Israel. So the people that are left, they're too far gone. There's nothing you can do about it. And that's the uncomfortable truth, guys. So do me a favor, go ahead, hit like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care, everybody.